Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is the Akazaki Yahu, and I give all praise, honor, and great esteem to the Most High Power, Yahuwah, Bahashem, Yahushua Hamashiach, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth. I say Shalom Wabarukim, that is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait till the day that the Most High brings us back together and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High power, under one covenant. Once again, hallelujah. All right. So this is a broadcast of the Ten Commandments for those who do not know the Ten Commandments or have not been um, made known what the Ten Commandments are or where to find them. So I wanted to put this video out for that purpose. Uh, so let's go here to the book of Exodus, chapter number 20. So the book of Exodus, chapter number 20, we can see on the blue letter book here, it says clearly the Ten Commandments. We'll make it a little bit bigger for us so we can see a little bit better. All right. Chapter 20 and verse number 1. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse number 1, or Shemot. It says, "And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am Yahuwah your power, which brought you out of the land of Mizraim, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no idols before me. You shall not make unto you any graven image of any likeness of anything that is in Shamaim above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters under the earth. You shall not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them. For Yahuwah your power am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and the fourth generation of them that hate me, but showing mercy unto thousands of them who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not take the name of Yahuwah your power in vain, for Yahuwah will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it set apart. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah your power. In it you shall not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger that is within your gates. For in 6 days Yahuwah made Shamaim, and the earth, and the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore Yahuwah barak the Sabbath day, and set it apart. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the earth which Yahuwah your power giveth you. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is your neighbor's." Praise Yah. So that is the Ten Commandments in its full. Let's start at the beginning here so we can get a better understanding of what it is we're looking at here. Starting with verse number 4, or verse number 3, verse number 3. You shall have no idols before the Most High, meaning you should put nothing, no thing, or no one, absolutely none, before the Most High. He goes before everything, including yourself. You shall not make unto you any graven image or anything that is in, or any likeness that is in the heavens above, the earth beneath, or the waters under the earth. You shall not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them. So Here we're commanded not to make any images, any graven images. Graven just means design, or let's look at that word graven here. That word graven images here. That is
Strong's H 6459. That's that's
that is peso, and it means idol or image. So notice I use the word idol oftentimes when we read through these. Should not make unto you any graven image or any idol. So an idol is specifically for worship, or any image to worship. This is specifically talking about worship. This is not talking about making taking a picture or making a video or anything of that nature. This is specifically to worship. Do not make unto you any graven image of anything or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, Shamaim above, or that is in the earth beneath, in the waters under the earth. So nothing in the sky, nothing on the ground, nothing in the water do you make an image. For what? You shall not bow down yourselves unto the images that exist, the images that you make or that exist, nor serve them. So you do not bow down yourself to them, nor do you serve any of these images that are made. Don't make yourself an image or an idol of anything that is like that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. And then certainly do not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them. Them is the images that you would make, the image or the idol that you would make. That's what these two are talking about, the same thing. Why? Because I, Yahuwah, your power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity. What is the iniquity? Iniquity is lawlessness. So for you to deal lawless and serve idols, he'll visit this iniquity on the fathers, the men, upon the children. So he'll pass down that generations later. He don't play about his worship, and he will not share his worship with anybody or anything. He'll visit the iniquity unto the third and the fourth of the generation of them who that hate him. How do you hate the Most High? Not keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. That's how you hate the Most High. How do you love the Most High? By keeping his commandments. Verse 20, and showing mercy to Salika. Verse 6, and showing mercy unto thousands of them who love him. How do you love him? Again, keeping his commandments and keep my commandments. So he tells you how to love him. Showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. That's how you show the Most High that you love him, by keeping his commandments. Verse 7, you shall not take the name of Yahuwah your power in vain. Now, that doesn't mean you should not say Yahuwah for no reason. He also tells us to proclaim his name in the sight of the Gentiles. Proclaim proclaim his name to the Gentiles. So whether you call him the Most High, Yahuwah, Yahweh, Yehovah, or Yahweh, or whatever, however you pronounce it, you should not take the name of Yahuwah, your power, in vain. What does that mean? Well, this essentially, what we're witnessing, what we're reading here in Exodus chapter 20, this is actually the covenant, the marriage covenant between the representative of the Most High, and the children of Israel. So, in taking this covenant and agreeing to these stipulations, you are effectively taking the name of the Most High, your power. So, if you take his name in vain, that means you take his name and you make it meaningless. You do not keep the ways that you have agreed to, that he has agreed you to in this contract. That would be taking his name in vain. It's not that you say his name for no good reason. Sometimes I'm driving down the street and I just say, Yahuwah. Does that mean I'm taking his name and I'm saying his name in vain? Or I'm taking his name in vain? No, that doesn't mean I'm taking his name in vain. It's never vain when I call on the name of the Most High. Unless you're trying to blaspheme his name, then that's a whole different situation. And we'll get into that in a different video. So understand what we're reading here. You shall not take the name of Yahuwah your power in vain, for Yahuwah will not hold him guiltless that takes his name in vain. Meaning that once you agree to this contract, which we've already done, we've done this many generations before this time. Once we agree to this contract, it's set in stone. It is done. Matter of fact, this was written on stone. It is done. We can't go back on it. We can't say, not right now. I don't want to do that right now. No, we in it, and we in it for good. That's why we scattered right now to the four quarters of the earth, because of this contract, because of the contract that we made with the Most High. You can't get around it. You can't get out of it. You can't weasel your way through it. It exists, and this is what we have to deal with. Next commandment, remember the Sabbath day and keep it set apart. What is the Sabbath day? The Sabbath day is the seventh day of the week. When you go back and read the book of Bereshit, of Genesis, we'll see at the very beginning that the Most High used his representative once again to do the work, to create the earth, to create the seas, and everything that in them is. And we're going to read that. Matter of fact, let's continue. 6 days shall you labor. Let's start at verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it set apart. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work. So you have 6 days to do whatever it is you need to do for labor, for your work, to earn a living. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah. Is it the Sabbath of man? Is it the Sabbath of the Israelites? Is it the Sabbath of who shot John? No, this is the Sabbath of Yahuwah, Yahuwah our power. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah, your power. In what? In the Sabbath, you shall not do any work. You, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your manservant, your maidservant, your cattle, nor any stranger that is within your gate. Now, we know we're in captivity at this current time, so we don't have control over these people and what they do. We don't even have control over the cattle and what they do. We're subject to them in this captivity. But what we do have control over is our house. So on the Sabbath, you, your son, your daughter, or anybody who works for you or under you shall not do any work. Why? Because in 6 days, the Most High, Yahuwah, made the heavens, the Shamayim, the earth, the Eretz, the sea, and all that in them is. Everything that's in the sky, everything that's on the earth, and everything that's under the earth, the Most High had his representative to make. And he rested the seventh day. Wherefore, by resting the seventh day, which means he rested from work, didn't rest because he was too tired. He rested because he wanted to. Wherefore Yahuwah barak the Sabbath day and set it apart. So it is his Sabbath. It's not my Sabbath. It's not your Sabbath. It is Yahuwah's Sabbath. That is what we are showing honor to. Yahuwah, Yahuwah's Sabbath. By honoring him, by honoring his Sabbath, we honor him. That's why we keep the Sabbath day. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah your power. So you don't get to decide what day because he's already decided for you. He decided that he would work 6 days and the seventh day he would rest. And therefore, he, Yahuwah Barak, the Sabbath day and hallowed it. All right. Verse number 12. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which Yahuwah your power give you. So you honor your father and your mother. What does honor mean? Let's get that word honor here. Kwabad. Kabad. Honor, to be heavy, be weighted, be grievous, be hard, be rich, be honorable, be glorious, be burdensome, be honored, to be heavy, be insensitive, uh, be dull, to be honored, to make heavy, to be honored, joy, honor, be made abundant, to get oneself glory or honor, gain glory. To get oneself glory or honor. I think that would be the best definition there. To give them glory or honor. What does it mean to glory? That means you don't run down your father, you don't run down your mother. You don't negative talk your father, you don't negative talk your mother. You don't talk down about them or to them. You give them honor. Your words and your actions, your deeds should be honorable, favorable to your father and your mother. That's as long as they live, because Yahuwah allowed them to bring you into existence. So you are to give them honor. You are to give them esteem and not uh, talk crazy to them or look at them crazy or treat them crazy. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the earth, upon the land, which Yahuwah your power give you. Now, in Israel, it is a law that if you dishonor your father, your mother, if you curse them, if you strike them, or even if you misbehave to a point, they can take you to the elders and tell them, and you'll be stoned to death. That's in Israel. That's how serious Abba Yahuwah is about your parents. Your parents have the right to kill you, to have you put to death if you dishonor them by striking them or even cursing them. We know that this ain't so-called Caucasian people, because Caucasians do this on a regular basis where they curse their parents. That's why he says, so your days may be long upon the land which Yahuwah your power give you. Because if you don't do it, you're going to be put to death. Your day is going to be cut short. Verse 13, you shall not kill. Now, this word for kill here, this is actually the word murder, not kill. Murder. To murder, slay, or kill. Now, the reason that this should not be killed here is because there is a time for everything. There is a time to kill. There is a time to protect. There is a time to resolve, and there's a time to come to grips. Uh, But killing is not always appropriate, but it is sometimes necessary. So that's why it shouldn't be you shall not kill. This should be you shall not murder. Murder is premeditation, deciding to end someone's life uh, with whatever force is required. Whether it's a sneaky, cut their brake line type of thing, or it's a gun to the face, pull the trigger type of thing. That's murder. Killing may be to save one, you destroy, you kill one another. That would be completely and utterly acceptable. So it's not you shall not kill. It's not you shall not kill. It is you shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. What is adultery? Adultery is sleeping or having sex with a married woman. What? I said adultery is having sex with a married woman. Why is adultery only having sex with a married woman? Because a man who lays with a woman who is not married or betrothed or promised to somebody else, he can marry that woman. So that would not be considered adultery, even if he has a wife. Now, this is in Israel. The other nations, it doesn't apply to you. But in Israel, a man lays with a woman, he can marry that woman. He's obligated to marry that woman, actually. He should marry that woman, especially, he has to if she's a virgin, especially if she's a virgin. But it's not adultery for a man to lay with a woman because a man can have more than one wife. So adultery is laying with a married woman. Whether the man is married, whether the man is not married, if he lays with a woman who is married, that is adultery. Stay away from married women. That is adultery. Coming into a relationship with a woman is not adultery. It may cause you a lot of heartache in your household when your wife finds out that you've been laying with some other woman. And this is certainly not a license to do these things. You better know what it is you're doing and what you're getting yourself into, because taking on more than one wife tends to cause a great bit of grief, especially with a westernized mindset of a woman. Let's continue. You shall not steal. That goes without saying. Stealing, of course, is taking anything that does not belong to you. So you shall not steal. Now, understand, in the context of this particular script, this was given unto the children of Israel and all those that were with us. We were getting ready to go into our land. This was to govern us. This was the foundation of the government for us. This is how you keep strife down between neighbors, between brothers, between mishpachah, between family. Don't take somebody's stuff who doesn't belong to you, that doesn't belong to you. Don't take anything that is his or hers that doesn't belong to you, because that will keep conflict away. Because now you took my stuff and I want it back. And that creates conflict in the nation, in the community, in the neighborhood. So don't do this. Let's move on. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. So do not rise up as a false witness and say something that is not true about your neighbor. Do not witness against your neighbor falsely. Shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. That means don't be caught with a lying tongue going at somebody, your own people. Because again, that's going to create friction in your neighborhoods, in your communities, and in the nation. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is your neighbor's. So you do not covet anything. What is covet? Covet means I want it and I'll do anything to get it. That is what covet is. Covet means I want it and I will do anything to get it. Not that I'll work for it or I will buy it from you or I will pay you for it or let's make a deal for it. That's not covet. Covet means I'll do anything to get it, meaning I will steal it, I will murder you and take it, or I will come into your place when you're not there and I will get it at that time when your eyes aren't on me, whether you're asleep or whether you're gone. I'll do anything to get what it is you have. That is coveting. I want your servant, I want your maid, I want your ox or your donkey, whatever it is that you have that I want. Coveting is being willing to get it by whatever means you can. Don't do that. So these are the 10 commandments. And hopefully you better understand these 10 commandments as the Most High Power have given them to us, his people, the children of Israel. I give all praise, honor, and great esteem unto the Most High Power, Yahuwah, Bahashem, in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, the Messiah, and to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered to the four quarters of the earth. To you I say, Shalom Wabarukim, that is peace and blessings. And I cannot wait until the day that the Most High brings us back together and we are once again 12 tribes, one family, one nation, under the Most High Power, under one covenant. Until that day, Shalom, family.